processes demand discipline. And when you're trying to do that with business systems, you must be disciplined in your requirements definition, but yet not be so specific that you dot every I and cross every T, because then you take the creativity of the commercial world out of the equation as far as proposals are concerned. But processes demand that discipline, and when you look at our ability to get IT to the warfighter today, which is 91 months, to IOC and most business systems inside the department. Now, I was giving a speech down in NDIA in Miami a couple months ago, and somebody stood up in the audience and said, well, I think it's actually 56 months. And I said, so what's your point? I'm either 5 generations behind or I'm 9 generations behind as far as my IT solution set. You must be disciplined in order to make things happen, and you must be willing to change. And especially if you go down the path of an ERP. We have a tendency in the department today to blame the ERPs for our inability to deliver them on time and on cost. And it's because we can't kill our legacy systems. Inside the Department of Defense, our legacy systems are like cows. Once you name them, you can't kill them. And somehow, some way, somebody finds money in order to sustain them. And that's destroying the ERPs. And it's also, for us as taxpayers, it's exorbitant amounts of money, especially with interfaces. And you must be disciplined. And so that's my key thing. If you're going to do ERPs, you must be process-driven, you must be discipline-driven, and you must incorporate leadership and stay the course.
You have to allow people to still make their decisions and still act out their authority and go outside the process where necessary and make the connections they need to make. There are a lot of things that were easy to do in software, and we did that. Right? Communication was easy, we invented email, and storage was easy, we invented a relational database, but we're still at it, right? In terms of automating process, we're still at it. You know, when Charlie was up here, Charlie Boxcover, he said, according to his kids, his job seemed to be answering email and go to meetings, right? Well, that's how we work today. We answer email and we go to meetings, and that's not the best way to get work done. In fact, when he says it, it's with a chuckle. We're all thinking, yeah, I know, I waste time like that also. And yet, that's the way people work today, and if it were easy, we'd have done something else. It's not easy. What we need to do is take the things that are the tools at hand and create out of that a more automated, a more effective way to do process without stifling. So the trick is not to ERP it and to lock ourselves in a straitjacket, and it's not to just do email and go to meeting where we're completely unstructured and we drop balls all the time. It's to find some kind of medium where we keep the structure and the rigor of ERP without the restriction. It's still empowering people, but guiding them and tracking them and coordinating them better than they would if they were just doing email and going to meetings. Everybody does work. Every organization is full of work, and Appian automates that through software. Effectively, we allow you to collaborate better. We allow you to do your work in a more formalized way. We're like an assembly line for decisions, except a decision that requires a lot of discussion between people and a lot of complicated steps. We make sure you don't drop any balls along the way. Our software is used throughout the U.S. government. We've practiced 25 different departments and sub-departments. We've got, for example, 1 billion human logons at the U.S. Army, which is our largest installation, but we're working in many other places as well, including we're pleased to say BTA. And around the world, for that matter. We're used by major commercial organizations as well, Amazon, Starbucks, and in every continent.